You're wearing black pants, so if you pee yourself, you're fine. But it's great. It's great. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be great. I love you. I love you, Dank. I love you.
Well, if he tries to attack me, you got my back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I'm not too convinced with that. Yeah, you're giving me.
No. Yeah.
You know,
right, Marlon?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we were talking about that. Exactly. He looks great. Yeah. Gonna do great.
I have a bad feeling you don't have my back.
I have your back.
I thought we were the all-in-ones.
We are the only ones. You know, like you're all-in-one Dank. I'm all-in-one Michael Fane. We're the all-in-ones. Of course, I got your back.
Not if Gangone messes me up.
I mean, I just have to stretch first. Obviously, gotta lace up my boots and everything.
Okay.
I'll be there in no time, of course.
Right.
Hopefully.
Okay. Now you made me feel better.
Exactly. I got your back. All
right. All-in-one Michael Fane, everybody. Make sure you follow Michael Fane.
Thank you.
I'm hanging out with Baba Thunder. What a great match you had with PJ Savage. I mean, you handled him like he was a little kid.
Well, the outcome wasn't the exactly how I envisioned it before, but yeah, we're here, and I hope that's not the last time I see him and I see the Titan organization. I'm very appreciative of them welcoming me here, and the atmosphere here was electric. So appreciate you.
All right, what's next for you in Contra?
Well, we'll see. It was important for me to do this and come here. Now it's time to focus on other tasks, and I hope this is not the last time you see me.
All right, well, thank you for being at Titan Championship Wrestling's 5-year anniversary. Baba Thunder, make sure everybody follows Baba Thunder and gets any merch from where? Where can they get your merch?
You're coming for the best. You're coming for the best.
I'm coming for the best? Who's the best? I'm the best in this building. I don't know if you know this.
Unstoppable.
She's pretty stoppable. I kind of stopped her real quick. She couldn't even make it to the ring.
Because you tied her up.
I didn't tie her up.
You tied her up.
No, I didn't. I covered her mouth and I beat the shit out of her, and I'm going to do it to you if you don't get out of my face. Right, Papa Nick?
That's right. He's got a wicked bag.
I would leave if I were you.
Is that it?
Trained me, shown me guidance, are on these walls, and it feels bizarre and surreal to be joining.
The hottest guys.
He's broke. He's got more bling than my pickup.
Hey. Mondo, what is up, brother?
Jacked in 10, that is, Papa Dick. You gotta get it right. Jacked in 10.
He's an outright kind of guy. But listen, we got Slime Ball City.
Amity is trashy. Dolly, what are you doing? Scream Queens is what I like it dark, Papa Dick. You don't? Are you scared of the dark, Papa Dick? Scared of...
It's great. It's great. I can't wait.
That Titan has left. Mark my words, Harry.
I'm doing great. How are you?
We just talked to O'Shea.
And this is cool. You know, now I'm not only athlete, but
very special.
You got the dirt.
I'm always making a name for herself and let everybody know all about your merch right now.
I'm gonna try to get through to her. That's my motivation.
Buy 100 of them at 87 cents each. That's $8.07, right? Yeah. Or no?
I wish I could.
Right here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing fine.
I lost my voice because of a huge choke slam. You'll see that. I'll post it. I'm sorry about that.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I am your host, Papa Dank, and today I have a very special guest as Psycho Month continues, and we got NYWC Psycho Circus next Saturday right here in Farmingville, New York. So go to NYWC Pro Wrestling to get your tickets. Flash that up right there. All right, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Let me bring to you my very special guest, the one, the only, Spyder.
Thank you. Love you guys very much. How you guys doing?
I hope I did good with your intro, bro.
Yes.
So we're gonna go into it right now. Before we get into the match, how did you come up with the name Spyder?
Oh man, when I first started NYWC, when it was in the Hicksville garage, I used to come training every day with a Spider-Man shirt on. And at the time, it was the trainers were Mayhem and John Curse and another person. I'm not gonna say the name though.
Okay.
And Curse used to sit there and laugh all the time. He's like, you know what? Like, we gonna call you Spyder from now on. And I said Spyder with a Y, right? Not with an I. He's like, yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, that's fine. And then I've just been a Spyder since for 2000 since 2001.
Wow, that's dope. I like it. I like it. Spider's cool.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna talk a little bit of Marvel a little bit later on. Let's talk about next Saturday right there. You're in that
Yes.
main event, the Psycho Circus match itself. Your
Yeah.
team NYWC against the Score. And tell everybody how this match came to be, because people won't know how it came to be from other parts of the country.
Oh my God, this is like old bad blood that started with some of the guys who used to be part of the company, and they're coming back in. And it started with Stockade. Well, he changed his name, but at the
Right.
time he was Stockade. He came back to visit or bum rush the show for the Crusher Dugan Cup. And I'm not gonna call it Heart and Soul. I think it should be called the Crusher Dugan Cup. That sounds the right fit for it. And he popped up out of nowhere and just started going AWOL and just cursing, screaming, just talking crap to all the guys. But it's insane because I remember, like, nobody had an issue with Stockade. Everyone was at the time cool with him, and out of no place he just popped up just talking crap. And then next show, a lot of other we had other shows going on, and then everyone else started popping up out of nowhere. Bull popped up, CJ popped up, Bad Brad, Christian, like Mike, everything just went AWOL. So we're trying to figure out what's going on. And now I'm one of NYWC's original, and I don't know what to do, what to say, but like, thank God, Rob is one of the first guys that I trained with at NYWC in the garage, and he stepped up as a leader and as a captain and tried to defend NYWC. And it's crazy how the outcome has to come to this, where a whole bunch of great wrestlers, a great bunch of guys, just now have to come down to, I call it civil warfare, where the old guys versus the new guys, or vice versa. But at the same time, a lot of us go to sit there and not just take it laying down and let them walk over us like we're a bunch of little kids, the little green guys neither.
All right. Now,
So yes.
No, go ahead.
So now all of us, the original guys that's NYWC, trying to step up as men and trying to defend NYWC as the best we can, just to show we're not going to lay down, just take it. We're going to step up and do what we have to do and fight as men and take the other guys out.
And quite the team you guys have in there, huh?
Yeah. It's a great bunch of guys. I wrestled with them and against them a couple of times, and like Nuke, I had a couple good matches with him. And at the time when I was in team with Max Million, we would call Team Corona, and he was teamed up with King Nothing. So his team used to be Nuclear Nothing, and it was an honor to wrestle him a couple of times, and it was great matches we had with him. And also Dickie Rods too. I had a couple good matches with him, and like at the time, like it's amazing just to be in the ring with him, because we went against each other and we trained with each other a couple times. So it's good to have him on the team. And also, who else? J Red. J Red's amazing. This guy, I don't know how he does.
Icon.
Yeah. I don't know what he does, but like it's amazing. I always think of him like another version of Derby Allen, and
that's true.
It's insane, and I just look at him like, how the hell are you up walking around like you didn't go through tables, go through chairs, go through a whole bunch of it, and just it's crazy. Like I'm just amazed by it. It's just I don't know what to say. And then there's Tony Burma. Tony Burma is a great guy. I've been on roads with him. I've been on shows with him. I wrestled him a couple times. He's another great performer too, and he got a lot of talent. This man, every time I get in the ring with him, he's fun to be with, but he's also a great guy to have it on your back, and it just amazing. Just seeing the stuff he does, he's a great guy. Burma, I can't say nothing bad about him. He's all around a really good guy, and then there's Kaysen. Kaysen, I,
Get
I,
wasted.
I Kaysen just he's one of those guys that he has your back, and just when things are down and he just comes out no place to help you, it's hilarious. Like I know he drinks a lot, but like when at times where we were awake, reckless and wasted, I always had a great time with him. I always had good tag team matches with him, and like I know he's going to be there to defend NYWC. So we have like a great group of guys that we're band together, and I call them all the time like my unit, or I call them my soldiers, and we're all warriors too, because at the show we're going to show them that not only that we're just a good bunch of guys, but we're also a good unit. And also, I did something for the guys where I told them straight out, if we go to be a team, we have to be a team that has the uniform. So that day is going to be an amazing show, because all of us, all the fans and all the guys go to love it when we come out, because we go actually look like a unified team. And like soldiers, you have to wear a uniform, right?
Yes.
And just like teams, they always have to have a uniform to look good and look match. And this is what I did for these guys. So that way, Psycho Circus came. We're going to show that we're not only a group of guys, but also we're a unified team and a unified unit. And we all prove it that day on the 22nd.
All right, good stuff. Next Saturday, I'm going to put up that QR code in the corner so you guys can go and get your tickets for NYWC's Psycho Circus. Now, let's talk about how you fell in love with professional wrestling. Going way back.
Man, I used to watch wrestle a long time ago. I used to love watching Tito Santana, and then after that, I got it hooked on to AAA and CMLL. And at the time, I laughed because everyone used to sit there and like, why are you watching the lucha? Everything's in Spanish.
Right.
I was like, well, yeah, but like the performance and the spots and all the moves, they were amazing. They told a story, but it's nothing but spot fests. But also, if you look at it, they have A, B, and C planned, and it's just like if you're watching a play, you love the beginning of it, the middle of it, and then the end. But at the same time, lucha is an amazing sport where they tell a story, but it may be spotty, but it's just something out there, just like you never seen before. And I fell in love with it even more when I used to watch Eddie Guerrero when he came out with Tiger Mask. And I love watching Rey Mysterio when he came out with his father and his uncles, and I was just obsessed watching the Guerreros. Also, they were a great bunch of guys, and I said to myself, like that's amazing. Like I know it's a sport where I wanted to step in where I had never seen a Cuban wrestler. So I seen Mexican, Puerto Rican, but I always said to myself, like, I never seen a Cuban wrestler.
Right.
So when I started wrestling, I had a whole backstory to it. So when I started out, I came to NYWC and I told them where I was a Cuban wrestler from Miami, and I came because I got deported and I was trying to be a baseball star. And then the baseball didn't work out for me. So the next grand thing I saw was Lucha Libre. And after that, I said to myself, like, oh, that's cool. Like, I could wrestle and still be a fan favorite and have the crowd cheer me. So
Right.
that's how it came to me being a Cuban wrestler in NYWC.
That's awesome. That's a great story. I love it. All right, let's go into your first match in front of a crowd. Who was your opponent, and what were your thoughts during that first match?
God, my first match was, who was it? It was a tag team match. No, it was a three-way match.
Uh-huh.
At the time, it was Dan Barry
Okay.
and J Delicious.
Uh-huh.
And it was, I was just like, didn't know what to do. I told him, like, this is a three-way. You sure you want to put me in a three-way match? And Curse and Mayhem told me, like, you could do it. You're really athletic.
Right.
So I like, okay. And out of no place, I just jumped right in. Dan Barry and Jay Delicious was like didn't know what to say. Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Jay Delicious. It was Johnny Over at the time.
Okay.
And I got in the ring with them, and we just tore the house down. We did lucha, insane move where everyone just jumped up and started clapping and couldn't believe it. And then I did I don't know place a springboard 450, and it was like, what the hell was that? I
Uh-huh.
was like, I just saw a 450 and I just changed it. I didn't want to do the corner one. So
Right.
after that, I just started doing springboard 450s in the ring. And then the match was won by Dan Barry. And Dan Barry came to the back and just looked at me like, I was like, wow. I was like, great job, Spyder. I was like, thanks. I meant a lot. And Johnny Over just looked at me like, that was an insane match. And we had the crowd in our hands, and everyone stood up and started clapping us and say, "This match is awesome.
Right.
This match is awesome." And then after that, I just fell in love with wrestling even more. Just that atmosphere, and just to hear the crowd behind you, just seeing how good you put your body on the line, and just the story you tell. It's nothing like it. It's just like a breath of fresh air. It felt so good.
That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Serena's got a message. If you could switch out one or two of your teammates, who would you trade and who would you replace them with?
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, that's not fair. But anyway.
Right. Oh man. I would say, no offense to Kaysen.
No offense to anybody.
No offense to anybody, but I would switch out Kaysen and bring my old tag team partner, Benny Martinez. And the reason why I say Benny Martinez was because at the time where me, his brother, and Victor Cruz, we were called NFL, Naturally Fly Latinos, and we had such
I like that
chemistry that we just, every place we went, everyone just loved our matches. And me and Benny had such good chemistry that like we just wish we stayed doing tag team for a while.
Right.
But things lead to other stuff that happens, but that's okay. Like, I have no ill will with him. Like, Benny, I still talk to him to this day, and I ask him all the time, like, would you come back? He's like, I'm like, I don't know, Spyder. I'm like, yeah, maybe. We'll see how I feel. But he was one of the guys that I actually had really good chemistry with. They're like really comfortable with.
All right, good. Next up, if you could wrestle anybody right now that you haven't wrestled in the independent scene, who would it be? And why?
Oh my God. I think, honestly, I would wrestle either Ray Phoenix or Pentagon. Because those two guys they are amazing. And they tell such a great story. And it's sort of like wrestling Rey Mysterio, but like newer version of him too. But like those two, like just seeing how they work, it's just amazing. And since I'm the person who's like a good baser with most of the guys I do lucha with, like I think it should be phenomenal. Yeah,
Okay, those two.
yeah.
All right, awesome. Who on the NYWC roster that you haven't wrestled yet? Who would you like to wrestle?
Oh my God, I haven't wrestled yet is Sal Savelli and Mike Mastretta. Mike Mastretta came a long way when he used to be with J Red, when he used to call Git, and he evolved to something else. Just watching him perform and just how the crowd hates him, he shows that he's really a good heel. And I think if I ever wrestled him, I think that'd be a good match too. Like Mike Mastretta, like yeah, he would be one of those guys I would want to wrestle in the ring.
Okay, let's talk Funko Pops. How did you get into the Funko Pop game?
Oh my God, I got one for my birthday, and it was just at first it was just the WWE guys where I had The Rock, Undertaker, and Jake the Snake.
Okay.
I think it was what is it? I forgot what it was, but it was one more guy, and then after that, I just got hooked. Like, and then finding out how many different Funkos there are, and I'm a Marvel fan.
So much.
I don't mix anything up. So my house is nothing but Marvel. I don't like these characters. I don't like anything else. So my whole shelf is nothing but Marvel characters. And my wife laughs at every time. She's like, "I cannot believe you have all this stuff." I was like, "It's an addiction. I can't help it, but I just love my Marvel collection of the Funko Pops. It's the best." After that, I just kept collecting. Even there's times where people buy me ones out of no place and bring it. I remember someone brought me one at a show, and it was Miles Morales, and I was like they were like, "Here, this for you, Spyder." I'm like, "Oh wow, like thanks, man. Like I appreciate that." And
That's
it was Morales, and I never had that one, so I was actually happy it was in my collection.
Right.
But there's ones that I have, but I'm obsessed with Spider-Man ones. Like all the best. I just finished my collection of Sinister Six, and I just showed it to a lot of people. They're like, "I can't believe you actually have Sinister Six." They're like, "Yeah." Like I wanted to make sure, but I wanted to get the original Sinister Six, where it was Venom, Craven, Mysterio, Electro, Doc Ock, and the Vulture. And I just went crazy with those characters and just had to tell people, don't touch these. These are my characters. I don't want nothing to happen to them because I'm such obsessed with Spider-Man.
Now I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite Spider-Man film that's been made?
The best one.
Favorite one out of all of them.
I have to say the recent one, Spider-Man. Far
From Home.
Yeah, because it was so cool just watching all three characters in one movie, and it was just my wife was laughing at me because I started getting emotional. I was like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "Why you get emotional?" I was like, "Babe, you don't understand."
I got the same way.
Watching the comics and just seeing them constantly just reading stuff, and then when I saw it, I was like, this is amazing just to watch the three Spider-Man characters in one movie. Yeah, and it was cool. It would have been a little bit cool if they actually did a better job with the Sinister Six characters, but I was like, man, they didn't do justice. That's the only thing that I was upset about. Like you didn't bring Rhino, you didn't bring Venom in it. I was like, oh, but I guess they had to do what they had to do because Sony's had the right for certain characters. I was like, it's still good. I still love that movie.
It was really good. Now I have Andrew Garfield signed Funko. Which is one of my treasures. Yeah.
You're so lucky.
I got a couple of them. I got Mark Ruffalo signed Hulk.
I remember one time I almost got Tobey Maguire to sign my Spider-Man, and I couldn't get it in time. I was one of the guys in the crowd trying to give him my Funko, and he walked right by it, and I was like, no, I was like, come on, and it would have been amazing because everyone was like, Tobey Maguire would have signed it. You know how much money that Funko would have been? I was like, I know, but it would have been like a precious gem I would have had because nobody.
I
I
know.
was happy.
One of my goals is to get like all three like signed by one of each. So the next one I'm gonna get is probably, and I shouldn't really get it, but Tom Holland, he's one that I really want.
Oh my God! Hopefully, hey, you never know if they come back to New York and do more Marvel movies, you may get lucky and get one of those autographs. Like I see like a lot of stuff popping out of nowhere, mostly in New York. You never know.
Right? Yeah, I'm crazy. I'll just go wherever I can find it, and I'll just purchase it. So I think I paid 400 for my Andrew.
What?
Actually, no, it wasn't 4. I got it on eBay for like 250.
Oh,
That's what
that's
it
not.
was. No, that's not bad. No, and it was certified, so it was a legit autograph.
Oh, that's good. I know when I brought my Venom, that one was at least at the time it came out to $50. And I think now it's up there like at least two something. And I don't know, please. I remember somebody asked me are you ever gonna sell? I was like, nope, I'm not selling. My collection is almost, I would say, 3,000 because I got some rare ones too.
Oh, okay. Do you have the CM Punk?
No, I tried to get that one and I couldn't get it. And
I'm,
some of my friends tried to get it and they couldn't get it.
I need the original one. I have the one in the pink trousers,
Yeah.
which was the Hot Topic one. I have that one. That was actually worth more than the original. But the original, you can't find one in a good box. Like they're all messed up somewhere.
That's the thing about it. The box looks horrible, and it's not really that good. What's the point of having it? Like
I know.
you have CM Punk. I'm like, yeah, but the box looks like crap. I don't want
I
to keep
know.
that. It doesn't mean anything. It's not worth nothing if it's the box not
I've been looking. I've been looking, but I can't find a good box CM Punk. I got
And
an AJ Lee one.
oh, okay, that
Yeah.
one's a good.
I
Yeah.
got a good one, and it's original. It's not like there's a lot of fakes of hers.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause I remember somebody at one show I went to had one, and I'm like, looking at the whole box. I'm like, this is a fake, right? He's like, how can you tell? I was like, there's no Funko Pop logo here, and there's the card doesn't say on it. And he's like, you need to step away from my table. I was like, why? It's like no, you need to step away from my table. I'm like,
Right, because you're talking, people are listening. That's why.
I was like, what is happening? And then I had to walk away, and then 3 people came after me. They're like, how did you know? I was like, I'll show you my app. And I show them I had a Funko Pop app that showed everything on it.
Right.
And they were like, they pulled out their Funko Pop in a bag and went back to the guy. And the guy was right. I left the building. I didn't stay. Got mad because I ruined it for him. I was like, come on, you selling fake pop Funko Pops? Like that's the people want enjoy these things and actually want them as collectors, but you go do that like that sucks. So I don't. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Especially like me, I'm a true comic book fan, and I love original characters. And I always tell him this box looks shady. He's like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's a certain edition. I was like, let me look that up. They're like, never mind, forget it. Like, you give it back. You don't have to buy it. I'm like, okay, so I guess there's little things that are fake. Like, but
we know. Us Funko guys know.
I'm not trying to ruin somebody's business. I was just actually trying to get a Funko Pop for my collection.
Right.
and that's all it is. I'm not trying to blow up your spot. You sell fake ones. Like I just wanted to get original ones for my collection.
Right.
But I'm just upset with it. Yeah, that's all it is.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, Spyder. All right, we better jump back into wrestling and let's go into goals for 2025. Do you have any goals for this year?
Oh man, this year since I'm hopefully I've been doing back in the ring and training. And hopefully, like one of these shows, I get lucky to go again for either trios title or the tag team title, and at least get one of those belts. And hopefully, maybe go back and try going for the fusion title again, because those the trios, I had 3 shots, different partners. Didn't like the outcome, but it is what it is. And then the fusion title, I went against Giorgio, and like one thing led to another, and he got the win. But I think if I was really up to my game, it would have been me winning the match, not him. But
Right.
it is what it is, and like the outcomes always don't come your way. But at the same time, I still have good matches with most of these guys, and I always have fun with them. And these are guys that are really good.
There's a trios title. Let's
Yeah.
Let's talk about those titles real quick. We'll do this quickly. The Extricator versus the Slime Balls. 2 out of 3 falls. Your thoughts on the match?
Oh my God. I really like the Slime Balls, but then again, Bam and Mouse, just 2 guys that I've been in a ring with a couple of times, and they're just good like tag team. And Slime Balls are good too. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm leaning towards Mouse and Bam. Mouse and Bam. If an outcome, I think if everything turns out the way it is, I think Mouse and Bam. Don't get me wrong, Slime Balls are good. They're doing amazing on NWA.
Yes.
But I really think they should get a title at NWA. I really think they should get the tag titles at NWA because they're a great bunch of guys. Like, I honestly think if they have that shot at getting the tag team titles at NWA, they should definitely keep it for a while because they're a good tag team. These 2 guys are really good.
Agreed. All right. That Fusion Championship Fatal 4-Way. Jorge La Bestia, Isaiah Wolf, Giorgio Lawrence versus A1G, who's the current champion. It's gonna be a tough one for him.
This gotta be a good 4-way match. I think this 4-way is gonna be really good. You have Giorgio, you have A1G, you have Jordan Batista, and then you have Isaiah Wolf. 4 good guys, man. Like, I haven't got a chance to be in the ring with Isaiah Wolf, but I've seen his matches, and he's really a good performer. He's a really good worker. And A1G stepped up a lot. Like, he looks really good, and as good as he is, like, I'm glad he's really carrying it and performing the way he is also. But Batista, he's doing really great. Like, for a big man, he is a good guy. And then I think if he does what he has to do in that ring, I think he may win the fusion title. Like, that'd be nice to see him win it and see him get the title. So yeah, like between the 4 guys, if Jordan Batista wins, I think that'd be a cool spot. I think him winning the fusion title would be nice to see.
All right, next match real quick. The Dirty Deeds versus the FBI for that Trios Championship.
Oh my God, they wrestled before and they had a great match with the trash can and the dumpster match.
Oh man, that match was crazy. That was crazy. That might be a match of the year.
Oh my God. I just sit there and laugh at it because I'm like, I can't believe they went through what they had to go through and went to the dumpster. I was like, oh my God. I could only imagine who smells like what when they got out of that dumpster. Oh my!
That's why you can't miss an NYWC show, right?
Oh my God!
Just never know what's gonna happen.
I love NYWC shows because you never know what happens and you never know who will show up. And they're always good shows. So, like, all the guys that's been in the company, all the guys who've been wrestling, they do such a great job and they stepping up as performers. And it's amazing seeing some of these guys doing the job they're doing and doing a good job wrestling in the ring. I always tell people, like, it's not easy getting up in there and just get in the ring and wrestle, and everyone's it's fake, it's this and that. You could bounce it, like, it's not, but it's hard training. Like you're in there like training, and also you have to deal with the audience. You have to deal with people talking crap to you. And, like you have to actually have that hit factor to get in there and show what you could do in the ring. And I've seen a lot that have been in a ring that had that. But I think between the trios match, oh man, this is hard because they both had such they both a good team, and they actually had a good match. So if I'm leaning to the Dirties, I'm leaning to the Dirties to win in that trios match. Like I try to veer off to CJ at CJ and the FBI, but I'm like, I think Dirties would win that one. I think that's they're gonna get that.
Okay, then we got Papadon versus Dan Maff, man.
This is a good match.
This is gonna be great.
This is gonna be a hard hitting match. This is I wrestled Jimmy so many times. I mean, I'm sorry, Papadon so many times, and at the time, Recipes Havoc, he used to be his tag team partner, and I wrestled them. Oh my god, so long ago when they used to have shows in Elks Lodge, and Jimmy. I'm sorry, Papadon and Havoc were such a great team, but Papadon. Sorry, Papadon stepped up much, and he looks really as a good performer and a good ring worker. He's stepping up a lot. And Dan Moff, what can I say about Dan Moff, man? He is a beast. Like I seen his matches. I wrestled him once or twice when it was him and Monster Mac, and they were the Hit Squad. I was like, Jesus Christ, talk about hard hitting. Both these guys are animals, and Dan Moff is a beast. He's a really good worker. He's a really good wrestler. Like I think that dude, he definitely needs to be in a Hall of Fame. This guy, like he's a good wrestler. He's amazing. He's up there.
He is up there. All right, and we're gonna go over two more matches real quick. Let's talk about that NYWC Starlet Championship as Amity LeVay takes on OVW's champion J Rod. Brought to you by DNS Wrestling Collectibles. Oh,
this is hard.
This is gonna be quite the match. This is a high caliber match.
This is two strong females with great titles on them, and it's hard to say who's gonna win this. And like I don't know that much about J Rod, but I know Amity Levine. She is amazing athlete, and she is such a good wrestler. I told her a couple of times, like you just step out and just perform, and it looks amazing. Like this girl stepped up a lot, and she reminded me so much of Willow. And the thing about it is that when Willow trained, she used to train with the guys, and she used to take like stiff bumps and moves, and she gets up and just gets back in the ring and just wants to get back in there. And Amity looks the same way. If she does what she has to, I think she'll definitely come on top. I think she definitely will have that win.
Wow, J Rod's tough. J Rod's been all over the United States, man.
Yeah, I know.
He's a tough competitor.
It's hard to tell because I like Amity, like I seen it work so many times, and J Rod, like it's hard. Like J Rod, like I'm not taking anything away from her. I know she's a very good competitor, and I know to have a title like she has, you better step up your game and make sure you're a damn good wrestler if you're in the ring with her. So like I think this is going to be a good
banger.
Match. Yeah, I think this
will be a banger. All right, now just so I let everybody know, the DNS Wrestling Collectibles is sponsoring J Rod, and she will be signing autos and taking pictures. 20 for each, 30 for a combo, and then a special picture opportunity with her and Amity for 50. So keep that in mind for next Saturday, and then we'll go over the main event. Well, it's not the main event, but it's Man Bun Jesus and Mike Mistretta as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, Man Bun made his return at the last show. Let's talk
Yes.
about him. Let's talk about him real quick.
Oh my
Man Bun and
god.
Mike Mistretta. This is going to be another banger match.
Yeah, that's the Mike Mistretta came a long way. He's really good in the ring. He did a lot too. After he came back from Europe tour, he stepped up a lot, learned a lot of new techniques and a lot of new moves. So like
Yeah.
that's the cool thing about it too. It's like because he has a lot more moves in his bag. So that's something to think about too. So Man Bun Jesus he's good at NWA and other places, but I think Mike Mistretta, since he been to Europe and back, he picked up a lot of cool stuff. So that's good too. Like you need in your arsenal, you have to evolve and have one of those hat tricks just to pull out, just to make sure you. But I think Man Bun and Mike Mistretta, that's going to be a really good match also. Like Man Bun, I wrestled him a couple times, and I'm glad he veered off from the silly haha stuff, and now he actually became a real wrestler because he actually a lot better now than he was when he first started. So he looks really good as a competitor in the ring too. So this is going to be a really good match too. Mike Mistretta versus Man Bun Jesus. I think that's going to be a really good match.
Awesome. And then, of course, we got Sal Sabelli, the NYWC champion, versus Joey Conway, the cause of it all. Whew. This is going to be another crazy match.
This is going to. I just Conway. I wrestled him 3 times, and sometimes when I train with him, he's a phenomenal wrestler in the ring. But I think he's gonna. This match is really gonna be a good match, especially Sal Savelli. He came a long way too. I remember when he started out, he was green at one time, but now he came out a lot better. Like his wrestling skills and his ring awareness, it's amazing. He came a long way, and he's really good in the ring. So like Joe Conway and Sal Savelli, oh man, this is gonna be a hard match to actually tell
It's
because
going to be crazy.
you have 2 good competitors too.
Yep.
These 2 guys are really good.
And the NYWC Championship is the title that Joey didn't lose.
Yes, that's true. So this, maybe it may go back to the owner. You never know.
Maybe. The only way to find out is to go to NYWC Psycho Circus next Saturday. Use the QR code in the corner to get your tickets now, or go to NYWC Pro Wrestling. And of course, thank you, Spyder, for joining me tonight. And Spyder's in that Psycho Circus main event match itself.
Yes. Come everyone. This is going to be an amazing match.
It is.
Psycho Circus, this is one that you cannot miss. Trust me, 12 amazing competitors in this match. And you never know what's going to happen. Like you may get surprised. Somebody might pipe up. Somebody might get hurt. Something happens. The Psycho Circus, yeah, it's always
something usually happens.
It's always spectacular. Something about it's always a great match, and I'm proud to actually be in this one. This one's going to be I always wanted to be. I was in the first Psycho Circus when it was in Deer Park Community Center, and at that time, it was me and Damien Dragon, and I had my squad, who's the Rat Pack, and that's when Brian Myers and Matt Cardona came from, and we had a whole bunch of different guys in that. But the when I had that Psycho Circus match, and Mikey came out and burned Dynasty Dan's eyebrows, I almost cried laughing because just seeing Dan with the flames out of nowhere and see him fall off. I was like, oh, that's insane. And the best,
that is insane.
Yeah, and I just like it. You never could tell. Like the thing about Psycho Circus, it's always different, and that's the thing. That's the good thing about it. You never want to see the same thing most matches. You always want to see something new, fresh, something different. So I think this Psycho Circus is going to be one of those matches where it's going to be really different, and everyone needs to come watch it. Definitely.
100%. Spyder, thank you for joining me on the podcast. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
Oh, definitely. You could come follow me on Spyder.com, or you could go to SpyderFanPage.com on Instagram. Mostly, or you can find me on my name, Joe Sale, on Facebook. Also, if anybody needs wrestling gear, I also make wrestling gear if anybody needs it. Like I made
Awesome.
a lot of stuff for a lot of guys in the company, so like I'm still doing it, grinding out.
Awesome. Make sure you hit up Spyder if you want some great wrestling gear. And of course, you got some t-shirts and stuff on the website?
No, not yet. I'm
Not yet?
still some, yeah. Like a lot of people asking for that, but eventually I'm gonna get something. Like hopefully by next week I will.
All right, awesome. As for me, Spider-Man, this week I got one of your opponents coming on. Cade Lothbrock is going on the podcast on Thursday.
Oh my God, this guy! I
I can't wait to see what he has to say, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't wait to see this because I know it's gonna be insane. I remember wrestling when he first started. Man, he was young and he was bald and didn't have no beard, and it was me, Tito Santana versus him and King Kong Bundy, and it was insane because they were calling him Baby Bundy, but I'm like, no, why would you do that? He's a good competitor. He's a good ring performer. But a lot of people didn't know that. But like over the years, he grew a lot and he changed his style. So it's nice to see him evolve and actually going around different companies and wrestling a lot. He's a great wrestler.
He is a good wrestler. We'll be with him on Thursday, and we're finalizing our other deals for Psycho month to close it out with some talent from NYWC. Yeah. All right, be on the socials for those announcements. But coming up next, let me bring to you a couple of things we got going on. Where is it? There it is. Big event is coming up March 15th, and my friends at Salvatore Wrestling Promotions have a lot of talent coming at big event. They're going to have Claudio Castagnoli, Tegan Knox, Odyssey, The Butcher and the Blade, and Lash LaRoe. All of them will be at Salvatore Wrestling Promotions tables at big event. Get your tickets now. And then, of course, Coach David from DNS Wrestling Collectibles, who is sponsoring the J-Rod for NYWC, will be having Janai Kai at his table on Saturday, March 15th. And then hopefully, we can get Janai Kai into NYWC one day. So
seeing her against Amity, like I think that'd be a good match.
Oh, that would be great. Also, if
you hear it now, let it happen. NYWC, please let Amity versus her happen, please.
Oh, that'd be crazy. All right, we want to get some good coffee, Spyder. Go to princenanacoffee.com to get your coffee right now. It's the best coffee around. I've had some.
Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it really is good.
It is good. It really is good. Also happening on March 15th, my friends at Titan Championship Wrestling have the Heavyweight Invitational hosted by PJ Savage and already announced from the NWA. Wrecking Ball Gursky will be there at the Hoboken Elks Lodge. And just signed, and this is a big one right now, Donovan Dijak will be at the Heavyweight Invitational Tournament. Make sure you go to Titan Championship Wrestling to get your tickets for that. And then coming up in May, they'll be doing the Chosen One tryouts with Sonny Ono will be there, Perry Saturn, and the Tokyo Monster himself. The Chosen One tryout Saturday, May 17th. Make sure you go to Titan Championship Wrestling to register for this event. The winner of the state of New Jersey, because they're doing different states, so each state will have its own winner. A round trip ticket to Japan for 2 weeks to eat, sleep, and train. If you are chosen, the chosen one at this event, you will win that prize. There's a $200 fee to enter the tournament, and you're not going to want to pass up on that opportunity. Pro wrestlers in the industry. Whew,
That's amazing.
that's a lot to say.
What's
I'm
a
all,
lot?
I'm all, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All right. Spyder, thank you for joining me. Hold on for a second. Everybody else, have a great night. We got two big things coming tonight. NXT is coming up, right? Vengeance.
Yeah.
Coming up in a few minutes, actually. And then we got Grand Slam from AEW coming up as well. So check them both out. And everybody have a good night. And I'll see everybody.